Hey, you, it's a brand new day. Everybody's here to laugh and play. Everybody sing Humf. Everybody sing Humf. Wallace and Loon, Uncle Harry too. My mom and my dad are all there with me. And you, yay! Everybody sing Humf. Loon's new handbag.
One day, Loon came around to play with Humf.
Hello, Loon. Hi, Humf. I've got a new handbag. Look, it matches. I like pink. It's for carrying my important things. Do you want to see? Yes. This is my tiara. Oh. And this is my helicopter. And this is my strawberry-scented pen. Smell. It tickles. It smells of strawberries. Your helicopter smells like strawberries too. Does it? I wish I had a bag like you. Dad, can I have a bag like Loon for my important things?
You do have a bag, Humf. You have a rucksack that looks like a cow.
Dad went into Humf's room and helped Humf find his rucksack.
It does look like a cow.
I told you. Here, put your arm in here.
Look, Loon, I have a cow bag. That's a rucksack. I'm going to put some important things in it like you.
Humf took his rucksack off again. But it wasn't easy.
A handbag is much easier than a rucksack. I like my rucksack.
Then Humf found some important things to put in his rucksack. He chose a book about dinosaurs, a fire engine, and a fluffy ball.
Now I have important things in my bag too.
Humf and Loon walked around the house carrying their important things with them.
Hello, Dad. I wish we had somewhere else to go with our new bags.
OK, well, we do need to go to the shops for a few things. We need some milk.
But milk comes from cows. My cow doesn't have any milk.
First, they went to the supermarket to get some milk.
Is there a cow at the supermarket? Don't be silly.
You never know.
Humf and Loon looked all around the supermarket, but they couldn't see a cow anywhere. Dad found some milk, though. And Loon let the man at the checkout smell her strawberry-scented pen.
Lovely.
Then Dad had to go to the bank. Dad had to wait in line to see the lady behind the window. But Humf and Loon didn't mind. Humf just played with his fire engine, and Loon looked at the book about dinosaurs. On the way home, Dad took Humf and Loon to play in the park, which was much more fun than the bank.
Eek! My bag, my bag.
Loon's new handbag was gone.
Oh, dear.
Humf, Loon and Dad looked all around the playground.
It's not by the swings.
It's not under the slide.
But they couldn't see Loon's new handbag anywhere. So they all went back to the supermarket. Humf, Loon and Dad looked all around the supermarket. But they couldn't see Loon's new handbag anywhere. And they couldn't see a cow either. So they all went back to the bank. Humf, Loon and Dad looked all around the bank. But they couldn't see Loon's new handbag anywhere.
Loon's bag! My bag! My bag!
Excuse me.
Hump's dad asked the lady behind the window and she gave Loon's new handbag back.
Here you go, Loon. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to smell my pen? It smells like strawberries.
Oh, yes, it does.
Then Humf and Loon and Hump's dad all went home together. And Loon wore her tiara and carried her new handbag. And Humf carried his rucksack on his back.
It's good to have a rucksack because it stays on your back and you don't ever leave it behind. Hey, you, it's a brand new day. Everybody's here to laugh and play. Everybody sing Humf. Everybody sing Humf. Wallace and Loon, Uncle Harry too. My mom and my dad are all there with me. And you, yay! Everybody sing Humf. Everybody copies Uncle Harry.
One day, Hump's Uncle Hairy took Hump to the park. Humf is a furry thing. His Uncle Hairy is a furry thing too.
Blah, blah, blah.
Hump's friends Loon and Wallace were in the park too. They were playing pretend cooking in the sandpit. And they were all making pretend cakes.
Hello. Hello, Humf. We are making cakes. Pat, pat, pat. Pat them down. Pat, pat, pat them down. I am going to make a very big cake. My cakes are going in the oven now. My cakes are going in the oven now. Stop copying me, Wallace. My cakes are ready to eat now. My cakes are ready to eat now. Blech, splat, yeah, splat, yeah.
But Wallace pretended a bit too much and got some sand in his mouth.
Can't really eat them, Wallace, because they're only pretend. I was copying Loon.
Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Mum, I've got sand in my mouth. Yuck. Ugh.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
How did that happen, Wallace?
Only by accident. Ugh. At least you won't copy me anymore, Wallace. At least you won't copy me anymore, Wallace. Wallace, that's teasing. Wallace, that's teasing. Wallace, stop. Wallace, stop. Copying is a funny game. Copying is a funny game. It's my favourite thing. Can I play? Okay. Okay. Okay.
So Humf and his friends all played copying together. And whatever Humf did, his friends did too. So when Humf jumped 3 times, Wallace and Loon jumped 3 times too. And when Humf stood on the edge of the sandpit, Wallace and Loon stood on the edge of the sandpit too. And when he ran off across the playground, they ran off after him too.
Copy me now. Copy me now. Copy me now. Nice doggy. Nice doggy. Nice doggy.
Humf and Wallace liked playing copying Loon, but it wasn't easy.
Let's copy somebody else now. Let's copy Uncle Harry. Yes, let's copy Uncle Harry.
Uncle Hairy was busy pushing buttons on his mobile phone. Humf and Loon and Wallace didn't have mobile phones, but they could pretend.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Flora? Hi. Blah, 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 blah.
Flora, hi. Blah, 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 blah.
Yes. I'd better go. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
I'm afraid it's time for us to go home now, you two.
Oh.
Would you two like to come back to Humf's flat to play?
Would you two like to come back to Humf's flat to play? Would you two like to come back to Humf's flat and play?
Yes, I'd like to.
Yes, I'd like to.
Hi.
Hello, look what I found in the park. 3 copying machines.
3 copying machines.
See if you can copy me now.
Uncle Hairy put on some music and started dancing. So Humf and Wallace and Loon started dancing too. It wasn't easy to copy Uncle Hairy, but it was lots of fun. Humf's mum and dad thought copying was a funny game too. But they didn't copy Uncle Hairy. And then they did!
Hey, you, it's a brand new day. Everybody's here to laugh and play. Everybody sing Humf. Everybody sing Humf. Wallace and Loon, Uncle Harry too. My mom and my dad are all there with me. And you, yay! Everybody sing Humf. Humf is very big.
One day, Humf was playing with his friends Wallace and Loon. Humf is a furry thing. Loon is a feathery thing. And Wallace is a hairy thing.
What's that? That's a giraffe. No, it's not. It's a measuring thing. It shows you how big you are. See? That's how big I am. Oh, let me have a turn. That's how big I am when I fly. See how big I am.
Oh dear. What's all the excitement over here?
We're trying to see how big we are. Yes, we want to do the measuring thing.
OK, well, why don't you each take a turn standing in front of the giraffe and I'll show you how big you are.
Me first, me.
So Humf and his friends each took a turn standing in front of the giraffe measuring thing. And Humf's dad made a line at the top of their heads so they could see how big they were.
Look how much you've grown, Humf. This line shows how big you were the last time we measured you.
I've grown too. I used to be a baby and now I'm big. I was very little when I was a baby. I used to be only this big when I was a baby.
When you were first born, you were about this big.
Let's see how big you are. Humf, your dad is much bigger than a giraffe. I have very big hands. I have very big hands too. I don't have hands. I have wings. That's because I can fly. I have a very big mouth. I have big feet. I have big feet too. Oh! My feet are the littlest of all. But one day I'll have big feet, like my dad, and be as big as a giraffe. And I'm going to be bigger than the sofa. I'm going to be even bigger than 2 sofas, and all the way up to the ceiling. But then we won't fit under the table anymore. I like fitting under the table. When I grow up, I'm going to be a dinosaur. And then I won't even fit in a whole room. But you're a hairy thing. OK, then I'm going to be a racing car. Vroom, vroom. I'm going to be a doctor when I grow up, because then I can make people better. Racing cars don't need doctors. Vroom, vroom. When I grow up, I'm going to be a dad. And then I can have a little baby furry thing and call him Moo Moo. But if you're a dad or a mum, you have to go to work. I could work driving a bus. And I could work being a racing car. Vroom, vroom. But you have to have a driver.
And then the doorbell rang. It was Humf's mum.
I'm sorry. I forgot my keys.
OK.
Humf's dad gave Humf's mum a hand with the shopping, and he left the door open because his hands were full.
I'm going to work now. Vroom. I'm going to work too. You shouldn't go out into the hallway by yourself. But the door was open.
And then the door shut behind them.
No, we have to go back inside. It's OK, Loon. We can ring the bell, like my mum did. I want to ring the bell.
But Wallace wasn't big enough to reach the bell. And neither was Humf. Or Loon.
Humf, Loon, Wallace.
And then they heard Humf's mum and dad calling.
Where are you?
Here we are. We're out here. Open the door. Open the door.
And then Humf's dad opened the door.
There you are.
And Humf's mum was there too.
What are you doing out there?
You're not supposed to go out by yourselves.
We were going to work. And the door was open. We were playing being big.
Well, you are a lot bigger than when you were babies, but you're not big enough to go out by yourselves.
I know. Sorry. One day, we'll be as big as giraffes, just like you.
And after that, Humf and his friends played being just the size they were for the rest of the afternoon.